So it's moving day today, and I was at the last place for a couple of days, and I'm going to, I wanted to see another temple that's about 5 kilometers away, and I'm not sure where I'm going to stay tonight. I may stay over on that side of town, or I may head back a little closer to the train station. See how I'm feeling. And yeah, so the hostel worked out pretty well last night. There was at least one other person that checked in while I was there. There we go. I had to check my map to see, make sure I didn't miss any turns. I have a habit of getting distracted while I'm walking. I start making a video, and then I end up somewhere way off course because I'm not paying attention. So anyway, I'm just walking through the neighborhoods here. Sometimes it's better to do it this way because you get to see what everything looks like. And when you're in a taxi, you don't always get to see everything. You're sort of talking to the driver, and everything goes by so fast you don't really get to experience it. So yeah, if it's only a few kilometers, I just usually end up walking. And and this is what a lot of the neighborhoods look like, little shops, little family-run shops on the side of the road. And trying to get run over here. But yeah, so I'm headed to a different temple complex, so about 5 kilometers from where I was staying. And so I went ahead and checked out of my hostel, and now making my way. Okay, it's starting to sprinkle, and usually that means it's about to rain really hard, and I got my entire pack on my back. So there was a restaurant right here I'm gonna jump inside of. So I'm right by the river here. Yeah, so I'm at this little restaurant by the river, and usually when it starts to sprinkle a little bit, within a couple of minutes it's raining really, really hard, and I didn't want to get my whole pack soaked, so I thought I better duck into some place, and this was the closest place that's covered. And I'm just going right over there to get to the temple that I'm looking for, and so I only have about 1 kilometer to go. It's about a half mile, but yeah, I didn't want to get stuck in the rain. So, but it looks like it's not going to continue, so I got psyched out here. Anyway, I'm going to having a Coke, and I'm going to wait for a bit, and then get back on the road to the temple. Yeah, so I just got to get over the river here and to the main road. And yeah, about a kilometer. You can see it way over there. Looks impressive from here. And yeah, it looks like there's a few little cafes along the way here. Oh, there's a 7-Eleven right there. I always look for 7-Elevens because it's an easy place to get a quick snack for pretty cheap. And they also usually have ATM machines that work. So so I try to make sure I have cash. And yeah, it's starting to heat up. I got psyched out by the little bit of rain that was starting to come down. Back in Bangkok, when it starts raining like that, those just little sprinkles, within about 2 minutes it's going to be just dumping in buckets. And I got caught one time where I just got completely soaked in about 15 seconds. So when I got my whole pack on my back, I don't like to take any chances because I don't really have it waterproofed. So it's better if I don't get soaked. This one's nice. This one seems a little more repaired than the other ones.
Everyone, today I would like to talk about the material and tool used to make Arabic knife. The main secret the knife. This the knife to
Okay. Okay, this is Wat Chaiwatthanaram. Don't know if I pronounced that correctly, but this one's got a lot more brickwork. It's a lot more finished, and some of the statues are still standing, or at least they've been put back up, because a lot of this was destroyed. Ooh, got hot out here all of a sudden. So I got to be in part of a little presentation that some of the kids were doing for school, and so they gave a presentation on knife making, and I told them I'd put them in the YouTube video. So yeah, we'll put that in there. Oh, nice little breeze blowing right now. It got a little hot and stuffy out here for a bit. We'll see if we can go up in the main structure there. This is made out of wood in the ceiling, and then there's some birds living up inside the ceiling there. So, okay, so do not build up bricks. Okay, so we're going to push this. This is to keep the birds out, I guess. I don't know if that's going to work. Seems to be same structure, so they use wood reinforcement up there. And some card. I wonder if this is remade, if they had destroyed this and then rebuilt it. And it's still pretty well destroyed. These ones are still these ones are still intact, sort of. They got some of the lacquer on there, whatever the black stuff is. So these ones weren't completely destroyed. Actually, it looks like they might have been repaired. You can see some large cracks, and it looks a bit newer on the face. So maybe they put it back together. But the ceiling seems in a little better shape. Carvings are a little sharper. Yeah, so maybe they smashed, on the invasion, they smashed them and then they were able to reassemble the pieces, maybe.